Okay, we're live? Okay. Con. Shalawam, family. Shalawam. All praise to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. In the middle of the week. Got Purim coming up pretty soon here. Brother Yadai should be on shortly to help out with tonight's class. Wait for a couple more people to get up in there. Wait for more people to get up in here. What's going on in this chat? Check. She ready. Start paying taxes to our church. Buying land around it according to the law becomes a holy sanctuary. Gone. Yeah, that's the goal, man. The goal is to get a brownstone, rent it, own it, buy it, buying a house, and just having that for something, some place where we could, have, because banquet halls and everything like that. Sometimes that stuff is expensive, and when we do things in the privacy of a big home or something like that, or a brownstone, with a nice like front space for everything, that's cool too. So that's very important. It's very important that we can get a physical school, very, very important. Because then when people see everything from online, not only do they get a link, but they get an address. They can come visit, stop by. People can walk by and be drawn in like that too. Hey, what's going on here? Oh, we having a Passover. Oh, wow, y'all garments look beautiful. Oh, yeah, throw it. You want to come inside? But yeah, there's gonna be some lamb and stuff. Yeah, you like lamb? Yeah, I do. Okay. All right, cool. And there you go. So sometimes that works like that too. Yeah. But it's all about being set apart, all about being separated, man, so we can do our thing for the Most High, man. So come up with a peace. Meet you, princess. Yes, sir. Come to the land. Oh, I don't know. She might have dropped out. All right, now I know the title, and we went over to this many a times. I'm gonna put a little wrench in it. But can the nations be saved? My famous answer is yes, saved for slavery. And we'll get that too. But it's deeper than that. Sometimes when we prophesy out there, Jake's not even around. Especially if I prophesy out here, Jake ain't really gonna be around like that. So I'm gonna have to deal with different nations of people. So, I gotta tell them what's up and what their fate is too. I might not lead, and brothers might not want to lead with Revelations 13 and 10, because who wants to just come up and want to know something, and all of a sudden you getting told about yourself and that you're gonna be destroyed and everything like that. So you got to give them the good cop, and then give them the bad cop, right at the end. Because I ain't got no problem telling nobody, I ain't got no problem with that. And it's not about being holier than thou and I'm better than you and all these things. It's just about cause and effect. Especially with the so-called white man, who we know that is Esau in the Bible. That's Esau in the Bible. Esau's very dirty spiritually. And we'll get that. But there's things that's going to be preventing him from being saved. Besides being saved for slavery, like there's no salvation eternally for him. And we're going to break that down. And if we break it down like this, maybe our people might, because our people are so good. We're so empathetic. Like we care about other people, even if they don't care about us. They don't care about us. Where's the 40 acres of the mule? Even their children are like, forget that. Forget that. We give everybody else money. 300 million to Ukraine in weapons, or I don't know what they're doing, but they just giving money away to the wrong people. And there's going to be a judgment for that. There's going to be a judgment for that. There's things that they do that it's like if you wake up and you in the kingdom and all of a sudden you see Tom and Bob and they're like, hey, come over, in the same house that they always had in the suburbs. It's like, what is that? How fair is that? How fair is that? You living in the same big old house that you always lived in for your whole existence. That ain't fair, man. That ain't fair. Yeah, so we're gonna get into it. So let's go over some of the basic things that we know, right? Because when the Most High sends His Son back, A.O.C, we know he gonna clean up shop. We know he's gonna clean up shop. And once that happens, that's when the nations are gonna cleave on to us and all these other different things, man. So let's get into it. Hopefully I can be heard too. Put a 1 in the chat if everything's cool. But let's get Isaiah 14:1. My computer don't want to act up. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I don't know why I'd be doing that. All right. Yeah, man, that's the adversary trying to mess it up. No, my computer's a supercomputer. So this is the book of Isaiah 14:1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, which is the 12 tribes of Israel, who are so-called Hispanic, Black, Native American of Negroid descent, that's scattered throughout the 4 corners of the earth, that don't know who they are, that are waking up right now, man. This truth is getting out there. You see Shalawams and Khans and verses, particularly that Israelites know, that are the basic milk in a lot of different comment sections. There's a brother like Philip Scott. He interviewed Bishop Nathaniel. They got plenty of videos of scriptures underneath when he's talking about the inequalities that we still face to this day. So this word is getting out there. This word is definitely getting out there, all praises. So let's read it again. For the Most High will have mercy on Jacob. It's Jacob. That's a nation. He's going to have mercy on Jacob. It didn't say and. Okay? It got nothing about beating your chest and being proud that you Jake, and it's like nobody else can get it. It's not about that. It's just about what it says. It's just about what it says. I know our Christian brothers and sisters gonna get all up in arms and say God is love, but He is love, and He's gonna show some type of love too. But for Esau, He's not gonna show that type of love. But we're gonna figure that out as this class continues. But He said what? He said He will yet choose Israel. So He's going to choose Israel. He didn't say He's going to choose everybody. Choose Israel and set them in their own land. Okay. And the stranger shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Right. So all these different nations of people are going to cleave on to us. Because once they see this kingdom fall down to the ground, they're gonna be like, oh snap. Oh no. Well, work at Jacob, us. They're gonna look to us to be their saviors. Not just for a football game, not just for a basketball game, or a soccer game, or whatever game that they want us to play in this kingdom. Not a savior for their favorite sports franchise. This is real life. Okay. Verse 2. And the people shall take them, and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Right? Okay, so we're going to rule over them. Okay? And there's nothing wrong with that because they're ruling over us right now. All they do every 4 years politically, all they do, because when we talk about the domain of politics, it's policies that were taken away from us or we were shunned from, amongst other things, destroyed our people, destroyed our families. So that's why we always look to the politics to save. But no amount of politics is going to save us in this kingdom. There's no amount of pro-black business type of situations and type of policies that's going to make everything right in this country, for our people. And they're not going to do it. They don't care. They do not care. You're talking about saving the people that politically don't even care about the well-being of anybody but they and their family and the companies that they're beholden to. So, we gotta understand that they are oppressing us, and in turn, we're going to rule over them like we should have, right? So let's get Psalms 83, because there's a lot of people that's in the mix. There's a lot of people that's in the mix. These nations are in the mix. It's not just Esau, it's these other nations. Psalms 83. I'm sorry, some people just call them 83. Right? Psalms 83. Oh, that was quick. Okay, come. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 2. Let me check. Make sure the brother didn't pop in on me. Okay, so this is Psalms 83. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. There are enemies. So-called white men is our biblical enemy. That's our arch enemy, and we're going to see that. It's a tough pill to swallow for some, but that's what it is. I mean, I had Caucasian friends for 20-year relationships. Then they start listening to that country music. Start getting a little weird. All right. And then, you know what I'm saying? That's when it starts to change on you, Everything is cool when we 13, 14. Everybody got G-Unit sneakers on. Everybody got some South Pole, got some Pele on. Right? And then you hit about 23, 24, 25, that's when that Sweet Home Alabama come on, and I'm like, wait, what's going on with you? Right? But they're still our enemies, man. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. Right? So they take crafty counsel against us. And that counsel is being taken place in Washington, D.C. and other places less like that. Politically. Do we have a seat on the United Nations? Only the Hamite nations do. The thing that they do, though, is that they trying to pit our women against us and spoil her with all these positions and titles and whatnot. They have a so-called black woman that's up there. They have a so-called black woman that's up there. I think she's a Benjamite, too. I think she's of Jamaican descent. They got a Benjamite woman that's up there. No ceasefire, dude. Which is ironic, though, too. Which is ironic a little bit. Because they said that Amalek's going to make war to war from generation to generation. And you got a so-called black woman that's like, nah, keep it going. Keep the war going. So that's funny to me. Verse 4. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. And that same thing's going to happen to a certain group of people too. as we're going to find out. But that's a heck of a that's a heck of a counsel. That's a heck of a conversation to be having about a group of people, behind their back. And then when we go out to the streets, we'll see our people saying, no, that's evil. That's wicked. No, sister. No, brother. This is evil. That's wicked. Saying, come, let us cut them off from being a nation. That's wicked, man. That's evil. When do we ever do that to somebody? We only do that to each other. We don't do that to nobody else. We don't do that to nobody else, man. Except for our people. We don't come together and say, hey, man, all these restaurants that don't got our people up in it, man, we going against it, man. We causing a tumult, man. There ain't gonna be no more of these Chinese restaurants up in our neighborhood, man. We gonna burn them all down. No, we don't do that. We don't do that. We don't conspire like that against these people, man. But they do for us. But yet they get the same salvation. Okay. Cause and effect, man. You got to pay. If you do the crime, you got to pay the time. That's what it is. That's what it is. And there's a group of people, Esau in general, he's done so much. He's transgressed so much that he's got to be sent to death row now. He's condemned to death row, if you want to put it like that. Since this is a judgment and it's judicial, you got to easily set the death row. There's nothing we can do about it. There ain't nothing we can do about it. Even if you got a cool white best friend like I did, ain't nothing you can do about it. Bye. I can't help that. I can't help that. I got to deal with being a criminal and a gangbanger and a drug dealer. Cops always want to know when they pull me over if I got any weed in the car. I got to deal with that because of the images, because of a couple bad apples in our community. We got to deal with all of that stuff, Well, it is what it is. But let's keep on reading. For they have consulted together with one consent that they are against you. They are confederate against you. In every way, shape, and form, they are against you. And even though this happened so long ago, it's still in their spirit. They're still in one agreement to keep you out. To keep you out. The tabernacles of Edom, the Ishmaelites, the Arabs, so-called Arabs, all right? The Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. It's like another nation of Hamites, of dark-skinned people. The Philistines of today are not that. Ashur is also joined with them. So it's a lot of people, man. It's a lot of people. The Ishmaelites of Moab and of the Hagarenes, Gebal and Ammon and Amalek. Right? I don't know if I missed that. Gebal, Ammon, and Amalek, man. You got the Chinese, you got the Japanese, you got the different Hamite nations. Right? You got the European nations. And you got the so-called Jews, which are really Khazars. And our Ukrainian, South Russian, right? And Armenian that come from the Caucasus Mountains, right? So all these people, man, all these people did this, but yet you're saying that all these people can't be saved. And some people say that, right? Some people have to go against the grain. And that's gonna, it happens. But with some people with that spirit, man, they know what they did was wrong, and they know what we going through was terrible, and there's got to be justice for that, because ain't no justice been served yet for what you did. That's why they so bold. That's why these nations are so bold, because they ain't nobody cracked that sky and whooped they behind yet, and they ain't going through anything yet. But once they do, once they do, then they're gonna find out. Yeah, this computer going slow. It's like a computer's going real slow. Isaiah 14:21. All right. So the argument though, when you talking to people, right? I would just listen to Tariq Nasheed, man, because he be battling against them too. The argument is I didn't own slaves. I didn't own slaves, right? When we talk about reparations, right? I ain't own none. No matter if you didn't own nothing, your forefathers did. And it doesn't matter if your forefather was in a different part of Europe, you're all European. So y'all all got to pay for this as a group of people. Maybe some families didn't break the law, statutes, and commandments that didn't sacrifice on the devils. As far as our forefathers of Israel, there was probably many good, but there was double people that were bad, and they all had to pay for it. They all had to pay. Right? You win as a team, and you lose as a team. That's what it is. You can't come over here and enjoy all the fruits of what your team did to the so-called black man, woman, and child, and the so-called Native Americans of Negro Indian descent. You can't just bask in the fruits of all of this and all of this substance, from your team that did it, and then cry and moan and say, no, I wasn't a part of that. No, you were. No, you were. No, you were. I mean, you got to be judged as a nation because that's how the Most High deals. That's how he deals, man. That's how he deals. So it doesn't matter if you didn't own slaves, didn't participate in it. That's why you were supposed to be. That's why your forefathers were supposed to be against it. Sure, you didn't own slaves, but there was a slave economy. There were people that were unrelated to the plantation owners that were catching slaves for nickels and dimes. There are people that got paid to transport slaves for nickels and dimes. That was big money back then, right? Man, just a lot of things. There's people serving people out back. Jim Crow era. Everybody went along with Jim Crow era, right? Everybody showed up to that school in Arkansas to belittle that little girl that walked in. Everybody did that. So you didn't necessarily own slaves, but you participated in that slave economy, and you still were biased against our people, and you still oppressed our people through your policies. And you all participated in that in some way, shape, or form. So, you gotta pay for that. There ain't no way around it. Right? So the next point is in Numbers 14. We got to do it. We had to go through it. So y'all got to go through it. I'll get back to the chat in a minute. Just give me a sec. Right. So this is Numbers chapter 14 and 18. And it reads, the Most High is long suffering and of great mercy, forgiving iniquity and transgression, and by no means clearing the guilty, and visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children onto the third and fourth generation. Man, that's a long time, man. Them children in the third and fourth generation didn't do nothing, man. They didn't do nothing, but they got to pay for it. So you're going to have to pay for it, even though you ain't doing nothing. Right? To pay for that. All right, let's get back to the chat. I'm going to share my screen too. Instead. All right. All right, cool. So that was the last verse. Y'all can read that too. Let's go back to the Chizzy 1-1. Okay, cool. Yo, Shalawam, Zephaniah, Sharala, Kwame, Sharala. Oh, yeah. And before, I know we got people on now. Before we continue, man, all praises to the Most High for gathering us together. We just want to give him all honor and glory and praise, man, on this here Wednesday. And hopefully everybody, keep on enduring and pushing on. And we can make it to this Passover in one piece. Come. All right. Oh no, you can't go. Oh, Isaiah 14:1. Con. Okay, Con, you doing that? Okay, cool. You subscribing? IUIC even talked to IUIC even talked to Barbecue in Haiti. They did an interview. Yeah, I had seen something on Facebook with it. I got to check that out though, but I don't know. I got to see that. I don't know what was the topic about. What were they talking about? Were they talking about the same thing? Yeah, we got next, man. And there's nothing wrong with having next, because everybody got a chance. Everybody got a chance in this thing. And we're busy doing this. We were busy visiting. We were busy with the Most High, visiting the iniquities of our fathers upon us into the third and fourth generation. That's what we've been going through. So we've been going through our trials and tribulations. The Most High's got a grand master plan, man. So it is what it is. Yo, what's up? Oh, that's Bob Bonnie. What's going on, Bonnie? God. New comments. 14:8. Let's get you said Isaiah 54. Yeah, but Con, throw out for your participation, throw out for scribing as well. You can read along. I'll put it up though. I'll put it up. You don't gotta look at my big head all night. So wait, what was it? Isaiah 54:7. Isaiah 54:7. Yeah, man. 54:7. Yeah, but I gotta check out that barbecue. I didn't even know that was his name. All right. 54:7. Husband. I'm not sure. Let's see here. 7 and 8. Oh, okay. For a small moment I have forsaken thee, but with great mercies I will gather thee. Come. So after all these curses are done, man, our curses are ending. Our curses are ending. Slowly but surely, man. We're falling out of these curses, man. One by one, family by family. Each one has got to teach one, man. Each one has got to teach one. But we almost up out of here. 54:8. And it reads, in a little wrath I hid my face from thee for a moment. It wasn't just a moment. You were for a long time. But it's all right. Because we were stubborn. And you gave us shot after shot after shot. And then you had to boot us up out of here. You had to boot us up out this land. And then we became exiles. We became exiles, man. And we lost our identity. Somebody stole it. And now we're here back to reclaim everything. We're going to reclaim everything. And the Most High is so great, man. Like, everything's coming out now. The Middle Age lie, all those fabrications is coming out in the medieval times. All of that stuff is coming out now, man. You got books for like $600. They got all of that stuff in them. I don't got $600, but I do want that book, though. I do want that book. But he said, in a little wrath I hid my face from thee for a moment, but with everlasting kindness I'll have mercy on thee, saith the Most High, thy Redeemer. Man. Yeah, God, he's going to redeem us. He's going to redeem us. We've been going through a lot. We've been going through a lot. And that's just, I just don't add up that if a people goes through as much, people that haven't went through as much as our people historically, they get the same as us. It just don't add up. It don't add up. Let's get especially because of this, man. What's going on with? Oh man, like I know the awards shows are about to come on. There's going to be a whole bunch of that idol worship and everything like that. And who's conducting these things? These Edomites, man. You know what goes on in that Hollywood, man, where all that sorcery goes on. Yo, Shalawam. Shalawam, brother. Can you hear me?
Shalawam.
Oh, you good? Yo, Shalawam, man.
Come. Shalawam. How y'all brothers and sisters doing today, man? Pouring ahead, I gotta do something with it.
No, you good.
I'm just glad to be out that bed, Lord. Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
I feel fresh and new, man.
Yes, sir. I understand that. Man.
Yeah.
You was down, like you was sick or something?
Con Lord. I was feeling real bad. I think it's this new thing they got going around called the rhinovirus.
The rhinovirus.
It spreads like the common cold, but it's like really, really deadly. Got me eating my baby Pedia like ices.
Yeah, man. Like that's the thing, man, with that corona thing. I think it's just kind of just mutated into different things now. And they probably did something again too. You never know what they got. Because it's about that time. It's about to be that election year, and I think that there's a screenshot or there's an image on Google Images, and you can see every presidential election they had swine flu, they had all of that mad cow disease, all them diseases, man. They just come out every election year. It's real weird. Man. Very strange. Very strange. Yeah, but I'm glad that you have better health.
Just to piggyback off of the water. But just to piggyback off of what you was just saying, right? But it goes to show, like how earlier you were saying, I was listening and you were saying, the Most High, when he punished us as a whole. It was probably some Israelites that was doing the right thing, and they still got punished too, because we got punished as a whole, right? And that was one of the curses that was put on us is these plagues. So it's gonna hit us too, but we gotta one, stay prayed up. Use these herbs like the Most High told us. And exercise, live right. And we'll make it. Lord willing.
Yeah, Most High willing, man. But that's the thing. Like when we do talk to our brothers and sisters, it's like it's very harsh. 14:1. It's very blunt. Isaiah 14:1 is very blunt. It's very harsh. Ruling over your oppressors. Sometimes people don't have that type of spirit because we've never really, we never got exposed to that verse in the church. So we coming out for the first time, and you're like, whoa, like that ain't love. It's like, no, that is love. The Most High showing us love.
Actually, it is love, because like you got to think, like when you possess something, right? Your house pet. You possess that animal. That's your animal. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you love it. You take care of it. You feed it. You walk it. You make sure it don't poop in your house. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You take care of your animal. Your animals take care of you. Like on a farm, same thing with the farmers. They take care of they possessions. They farm animals.
Right. And it's like we
gonna possess.
So like you cut out. Hold on. Repeat what you just said.
I ain't saying nothing, Lord. I was listening to you.
Okay. No, I was gonna say, I mean, we was cattle to them, and they abused us though. They did a lot of egregious things, perverse things to us being so-called animals. We're not gonna do that to them. We ain't gonna be doing
a lot of these surgeries, that they know how to do so good to experiment on us.
Right. I mean,
if
sisters got OBGYNs or whatever that's called, right? Damn, I forgot the word for it. The gynecology, that all came from extreme pain from experimenting on our sisters when they were in chains, man. And they kind of perfected everything, with no anesthesia. So that's how modern medicine got invented, man, through our blood and sacrifice and all of that extreme torture, man. That was terrible. And you mean to tell me that this same person gets to live right beside that same sister that he did that to? That don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense at all. This is more of an exclusive thing. This is more of an exclusive thing than an inclusive thing. And I know that our people, man, we try to fight so we can get in. We can get in into that building, into that office, into that job. We want to be included so much that we forget that the scriptures, though, is exclusive. And we got to flip that switch off, because now we ain't talking about the so-called white man's world. And we're not talking about working in his jobs and in his factories. We're not talking about none of that. We're talking about the Most High and what the Most High got for us and us only. And a lot of people can't handle that yet, A lot of people can't handle that yet. But there's light at the end of the tunnel, man. It's not all so bad, man. It's really beautiful, honestly, once we get through everything. But just an indictment again. I mean, there's no way if the NBA and in this country, if it was run by a so-called black man or even a black woman, there's no way that you'll see Magic Johnson and Dwayne Wade's kids turn out to be how they turned out. There had to be something behind that, because that's perverse and that's wicked. And you see that time and time again with these musical artists and these entertainers. It's like, why is there a bail ceremony going on at the Grammys? Who came up with that? And you mean to tell me that this same person gets to live right beside you, the one that's doing all these things that we got kicked out for, And it don't make no sense. It doesn't make any sense when you really break down the deeds of Esau. It just doesn't make any sense. Can you get 1 Corinthians 10 and 20? I can put it up on the screen too.
Come on, Lord.
Okay, come.
I got you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 1 Corinthians 10 and 20. Man, because
1 Corinthians chapter 10. This is book of 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 20. But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils and not to God. And I would not that ye would have fellowship with devils.
And why? Verse 21.
Ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of the devils. Ye cannot be taught partakers of the Lord's table and of the table of devils.
So just right there, it's like you can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. You can't do all this dirt and then come up in here, and be right beside me in a mansion that's just as big as mine.
They even wash their hands.
Mowing your lawn, talk about some, hey, brother, you want to come over with some love? No, you're supposed to be picking that cotton. That's what you're supposed to be doing. You did all of that dirt. You know, that's crazy. That would be so crazy. So you can't drink of the cup of the Most High, and you can't drink of the cup of the devils. You know, and that's why our people are so conflicted. I bet you that's why Cat Williams is so dang conflicted. I bet you that's why Kanye West is so dang conflicted. You know, because at one, I see your daughter North with the bruises makeup that the Balenciaga people do, and they're all about that child sacrifice and doing all those insane things to children. They're about that pedophilia, and you dating a woman that's a part of that circle. But in another side, you saying that you a Jew and that you blood of Moses, and it don't make no sense because you still dating a so-called white woman, man. So it's like he's just conflicted, and you can't be partakers of the Most High's table and a couple of the devils, man. You got to pick one. You got to choose. And Esau in particular, he already chose. He's all in. He's all in. He's all in, man. And it doesn't have to be everybody. It's just a select group of the most powerful people, ironically, that's all in on worshiping the devil. Because if it wasn't that way, then why would we have all these award shows with all these types of things? Why is Doja Cat coming out with a song like Demon? Why is she doing that? If there's something not behind that, there's something occultic behind all that type of stuff. And that stuff has to be dealt with. It's got to be dealt with, because you're just going to brush that all aside and say, no, that's not love. No, love is keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. That's showing love. That's showing love. And that's what they haven't been doing, and they had a chance to. They shouldn't have passed gay marriage, but they did.
Yeah. I was just I just told one of my female cousins this last night. We was riding, and she said, "Oh, how many laws in the Bible? Oh no, I can't keep that many laws." I said, "You choose not to keep these laws. You could keep them. You choose not to. It's not you choose to eat pork. You choose to wear pants. You know what I mean? I'm like, you choose to get tattoos. No one is putting no gun to your head telling you to do these things. You're choosing to do this. That was your choice. You could have kept the law. You chose not to."
Gum. Like, there's some good brothers out here. I seen a good brother, man. I think he was doing like an interview. I like to watch a lot of football stuff. I ain't gonna lie, that was just in my past life, so it's still kind of stuck to me. But there was a nice brother, man. He was a good brother. He said he loved this Proverbs scripture so much he put it on his arm, and I was like, But I was like, you know what though? Since our people have the zeal and we resonate with the scriptures so much, there's something that's probably yearning in us to have that new covenant to where it's going to be written in our minds. So maybe it's just making us just write it on us because we want it so bad inside of us that we just dribble it on our arm or on our wrist or on our neck, because we want that on us and inside of us. Maybe it's just a form of a crying out, to, I don't know, maybe not crying out, but it's an expression of our desire to have these laws in us to actually eat this book. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you see brothers like that getting the tattoos of these scriptures that they love so much. So now, if I had the brother, on, I'd say, man, that's beautiful. I got a tattoo too. But after I found out that we can't mark up our bodies, and scratch our faces and do all that stuff with cuts and everything like that, you can't get another one though, brother.
Can't get another one.
You can't get another one. There's nothing wrong with the one that you got, because right. What's done is done. But tomorrow's a new day, and when that morning sets up, when that sun sets, or when that sun rises, not to get another one now. So when you get that new contract, when you get that new deal, not to ink up your whole body like Odell Beckham Jr. And all these other athletes that do that. So
yeah, once you repent, you gotta walk away from that. You can't do that no more.
Yeah, and that's an easy one too. That's an easy one. I think that one's more easy. But some people are addicted. Like people are addicted to different things, and inking up your body may be an addiction for some. It may be an addiction for some. So maybe more difficult for some people. I think that's difficult about. So to each his own, because we all struggle with some things, and maybe one of them is tattoos. Yeah, but I just wanted to bring that out. But back to the program, though, we're talking about why Esau is going to have a hard time being saved, right? Why Esau's having a hard time being saved? Why he's going to go in captivity? Because we had to pay and go into captivity because of the sins of our fathers, and we didn't do anything. Me and you on this, and everybody here, we didn't do nothing. Supposedly we didn't do nothing, right? Now we have, when we talk about regeneration and being here in previous lives, that's a different story. But for the most part, we didn't do nothing, but we still got to pay for this. We still got to live in the projects. We still got to live in these bad neighborhoods. We still got to duck and dodge brothers. You know what I'm saying? That's trying to get us to join and jump off the porch, if you will. We gotta we got to deal with the toxicity in our neighborhoods because of what we done a long, long time ago. And y'all gonna have to deal with the stuff that y'all did to our people, even though you claim that you was in France and Spain and Germany.
Yeah.
And it didn't matter. Y'all all got them same thing. Y'all all a part of that European nation, man. Y'all all are part of those 10 heads of that dragon, man.
And y'all all benefited, like
yeah.
From the slave master to the slave master's daughter. To her best friend that just used to come over to play dolls with her. They all benefited.
Yeah,
blood, sweat, and tears.
Con.
When we was walking through on them auction blocks, it was kids throwing stones at us and spitting on us and stuff like that. You know what I mean? While the adults was bidding on us.
Mm-hmm.
Kids poking us and throwing little rocks at us, like poking at us with their little sticks and all that. Yeah, man. Right. So they like like the owner for the Dallas Cowboys. What's his name? Jerry Jones. Right? They got the picture of him when he was the kid.
Yeah.
And and he said, right? He said he ain't had nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with it. You was there, watching. But you was right there, being nosy and everything.
Yeah.
I just want to see. Yeah, you just want to. But the thing is, you didn't jump out and escort the young sister. You didn't, knock people upside the head. Hey man, don't say that N-word, man. That's bogus, man. You know what I'm saying? You didn't do none of those. So you just stood by. Because that's why I say white supremacy is, man, it's hear nothing, see nothing, do nothing.
You probably did more than that. Because
I'm saying though, if you see something happening, and that's what I'm saying. Like Satan can't be divided. So if you see someone about to lynch somebody, and it's back in the day during that time, you didn't do nothing to stop it. Matter of fact, y'all had a picnic. Y'all had a picnic, and everybody was smiling, taking pictures of the corpse from the tree. You didn't do nothing to stop that. Surely those people didn't own slaves, but they sure did like lynching them and persecute them after they were free men and women. So it's like, and that's why y'all don't want to talk about the history, because it's a very murky history, and we're gonna get that word too. Yeah, we're gonna get that one. We're gonna get that one too. Give me Psalms 106 and 34. Let's start from 34.
The book of Psalms. You said Psalms?
Yeah, Psalms 106 and 34.
Oh, 106.
106, yeah.
Salakia. I thought you said chapter 6.
106. Mm-hmm.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 106, verse 34.
Verse 34, that's right.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 106, verse 34. They did not destroy the nations concerning whom the Lord commanded them, but were mingled among the heathen and learned their works.
Mm-hmm.
And they served their idols, which were a snare unto them.
Mm-hmm.
Yea, they sacrificed their sons and their daughters unto devils, and shed innocent blood, even the blood of their sons and of their daughters, whom they sacrificed unto the idols of Canaan. And the land was polluted with blood.
Right. Just like this land's polluted with blood. You don't know what these people be doing, man, in these high places. You don't know what these people be doing. We seen, I showed you a couple of examples of what happens, because you don't have to just, like, it doesn't have to be a blood sacrifice. You could do what Dwayne Wade did and offer up your son to Baphomet. You know? And turn them into one of them ABC people. You could do that. That's a form of sacrifice. Sacrificing his masculinity. You know, you could do that. But we learned, like verse 35, right? We learned their works. We learned that from them. We learned how to sacrifice to all of these false idols from them. But then they just get to go scot-free and, hey, I'm cool. I know. I messed up. Yeah. But I'm serving the Most High now. Oh, bro, you got to pay for that, bro. You got to pay for that first. Yeah, man, but it's a snare onto us. It's a snare onto us now. It's a snare onto us now, man. You know. I'm trying to. Read 41.
Verse 41. And he gave them into the hand of the heathen, and they that hated them ruled over them. Their enemies also oppressed them, and they were brought into the subjection under their hand.
And in Isaiah 14:1, that's gonna flip now. Now they're gonna be in subjection onto us, because we're not gonna be doing that. We're not gonna be setting up our sons and our daughters to serve Baphomet, to be sodomites. You know, we're not gonna be doing any of that anymore. We're gonna come clean. We're gonna repent. We're gonna confess our sins. You know, when the Most High come to redeem us, we come in to put chains on necks, and that's it. And that's it. And that's it. And it was, they hated us. We don't even hate them. You know, that's how good of people we are. We don't even hate them. We don't hate them for the crime bill. We don't hate them for Jim Crow. We don't hate them for none of that, man. We just so simple, man. We just cool with what we cool with. You know, we got a little Hennessy. We went to the club. We seen the game. Your team won. You know, and you fine with that. You know, even though you're struggling, can't get ahead. You know, you can't find work. You know, jobs ain't calling you back, and all these types of different things, man. You're just going through it. You know, we're a hell of a people, man. We're a hell of a people for sure. Give me wanted to go get 12 and 16. Hebrews 12 and 16. But before you read it, I want to go back to the chat. You feeling better? I'll praise the Most High. Say red pill or blue pill, right? Red pill or blue pill. Eat it with your mind. That's right. That's right. Feed the brain. Most High hates Esau. Yes, he do. Don't ask, don't tell. Man, that's what be happening, you know? So if I seen somebody getting assaulted and I just sat there, didn't do nothing, and the man, woman, or child died, man, I'm kind of at fault for that too, because I had a chance to intervene, but I didn't do that. I didn't do that. So that's how white supremacy is. Well, Shalawam, Sister Canoe. You can read that. Hebrews 12 and 16.
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected. For he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears. For ye are not come unto the mount that might be touched, and that burned with fire, nor unto blackness
That's it on
and
that. But that's it on that. That's it on that though. But he has no repentance though. He can't change his fate, and as we're going to continue, his fate's going to be sealed. But the other nations, we'll see. We'll see what happens with them. I don't want to spoil it. We'll see what happens with them. But for him, it's too much, man. That's a lot right there. Like that tool of repentance, that's a that's a gift and that's a blessing, man. To be able to wake up and be like, you know what, I'm trying to change, man. I'm trying to really change because I have an opportunity to. But I mean, if you wake up and you're just like, man, I'm doomed either way. I'm just gonna keep on doing what I'm doing. I mean, shoot, it is what it is. But they have no place in repentance, man. They don't have a connection. They can't communicate. They got cut off. They're cut off from the Most High. They don't have that spiritual umbilical cord, so to speak, right? We can get Revelations 13 and 10, and then I'll break down the meat of the class. Revelations 13 and 10. The world famous. Because that's not a good example. You got to give me a better example. But yes, but that's what happens too. Arguing leads to violence. I know you try to do the right thing. That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. That's stuff like that happens, and that's sad, man. That's sad.
My condolences, sister.
My condolences as well. Yeah. Yeah, man, we try to do the right thing, man, but like that's a curse, man. That's a curse. That's that we're the people, man. It's that evil eye towards one another. It's the evil eye towards one another. Read what you got, brother.
Book of Revelations, chapter 13, verse 9 and 10. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what it is. I mean, in a nutshell, that's what it is. You can't go around that. And I just gave you context of why all the nations are going to go into slavery, or why Esau can't be saved because of his perversions. But now I'm going to give you, light at the end of the tunnel, man. Give me Revelations 22 and 2. Go to that. Revelations 22. Let me just, before you read home, let me check it out. Just want to make sure. Revelations 22. Yeah, that's cool. 22 and 1. Start at the first verse.
This book of Revelations. You hear me, Lord?
Yeah,
the book of Revelations, chapter 22, verse 1. And he showed me a pure river of water. And he showed me a pure river of water of life, clear as crystal, proceeding out of the throne of Yahweh and of the Lamb.
Okay, so he showed him a pure river of water, water of life, right? Living water. Right? Read verse 2.
Verse 2. In the midst of the street of it, and on either side of the river, was there a tree of life, which bare 12 manner of fruits, and yielded her fruit every month. And the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nations.
For the healing of the nations, man. So once they go into captivity and everything gets built up, man, we got to teach them. We got to teach them, man. We got to teach them the ways of the Most High. That's our duty. We're kings and priests, and we're lords. And once we gain rulership and they're under our subjection, we're going to teach them. And we're going to heal them. We're going to heal them. The so-called Indian man, East Indian man, Moab. Tell them to cut it out. Tell Ammon to cut it out. You know, y'all can't just eat everything like that. Y'all can't eat octopus no more. All right? Can't eat no more pork fried rice. Okay? Because you're not going to bear no fruit, man. You're not going to bear no fruit like that, man. And the Most High going to destroy you. You know, destroy all of you, man. Y'all got to get with it. Okay? Because there's still hope for you. You know? You weren't as perverse as Esau. You didn't do the things that he did, even though you followed him. But because you followed him and because you did some things to us, you got punished. You got punished. But now it's time for you to heal now. And now you're going to just pay tribute now. You're going to go back to your shanty town while we live it up in Hebrew Hollywood, if you feel in the kingdom of Israel, you feel me? In the promised land. And you're going to watch us bask in glory. And when we have holy days, you're going to celebrate them too. There ain't going to be no year of the dragon for you. Ain't going to be no year of the monkey for you. There's going to be Passover for you. Right? Same thing with the so-called Japanese man. It's going to be Passover for you too. And all the rest of them. Except for Esau. And we're going to find out. We're going to find out. Right, so the leaves of the tree remain for the healing of the nations. I mean, how I see it from my understanding, that's the law, statutes, and commandments, right? Because you have to raise up. Because you still have, I mean, before you go, but you still have to raise up your child in the ways of the Most High, or else there might be a tumult. There might be a tumult. You'll be like, hey, what's going on? What's going on with? Hey, man, they revolting in the little shanty town, you know. Like, well, why are they revolting? Because they didn't get taught the Most High law, statutes, and commandments. Now they had children, and now they're running amok in the promised land. That's a no-go. We got to teach them so they can teach their children their place, their new place. Second place. Oh, man.
I'm here, Lord.
Yeah, but that's beautiful, though. That is a beautiful thing, man. That's beautiful, man. That's God is love, man. He is merciful, man. He's gonna heal the nations, man. After we gets done whooping they behind, like he whooped our behind, man, he's gonna heal them, man, and they're gonna go to their little places, you know, and they're gonna be at peace. They're gonna be at peace, man. That is beautiful. Let's get Ezekiel 47. Ezekiel 47.
Come on, Lord.
Oh yeah, please like and subscribe to the video. Please like, subscribe to the video, y'all. While they patiently waiting. That's what's up, God. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Now, can we do this out in the streets? Like that verse? I don't know. I don't know if you know, because it depends. Because I'm coming out there. I know me and you be coming out there for our people, you know. So I mean, I don't know if people will. I don't know if people will actually get this type of stuff in the streets. This is more like a classroom type of vibe, you know. And honestly, if we do that verse out there, I think it might get misconstrued because then you have. I'm talking about Revelations 22, what we just read. You know, I think some people might get it misconstrued and might, you know, think that, you know, doing the law, statute, it ain't gonna matter anymore because he's gonna heal all the nations anyway. And it might get a little bit confusing. It might get a little bit confusing.
Well, I don't know, because when you go to verse 12, I mean, he tell you, blessed are those that keep the saying in the book.
Right, Con, get that. Get that. Yeah, get that. Yeah, get that. Verse 7, right?
Con.
Okay, Con, get that. Yeah, Con.
First in verse 7, and then when you jump down to verse 12 too.
Okay, Con.
Revelations 22, verse 7. Behold, I come quickly. Blessed is he that keepeth the sayings of the prophecy of this book.
Con. Then go to verse 12.
Con. Revelations 22 and 12. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be.
Right. And some of us have done a lot. Some of us have done a little bit, and some of us have done nothing. Some of us, and that's going to be rewarded too.
Con.
It ain't going to be a good reward though. Go down to verse 14.
Con.
Go down to
verse 14. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city.
So there's no way around that. There's no way around it. I know that we were kind of rebellious, and then sometimes we backslide, all that type of thing. So I'm thinking that maybe our people use it as an excuse not to do the law, statutes, and commandments. But like the good brother brought out, we still can't get around that. So even if the Most High is going to heal the nations eventually after they go through hardcore slavery, right? That doesn't mean that you get to fall off your square. That doesn't mean that you get to stop working and stop, doing the law, statutes, and commandments, and stop doing these high holy days, because that everything's going to be all good in the end.
Nah, you know what? That's a wicked zone. That's a real lazy and wicked spirit, because that's like saying you don't want. That's like saying you don't want the kingdom.
Con, in a way. Yeah, go ahead, expound.
The reason why I say that, Lord, it's like saying, all right, Yahweh Shah is coming back. You're going to get your judgment. You're going to get your lashes, you know what I'm saying? But you basically saying, you're not even trying to be a part of the 1/3. You don't care if you're a part of the 2/3, because it's going to come back. That's wicked.
Yeah, that's definitely wicked. That's definitely really wicked. That's definitely really wicked, man.
Like,
definitely is, man.
You should be striving to be a part of that 1/3. You should be striving to hopefully be a part of that 144. I mean, you should be trying to be a part of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's what I want. Lord willing.
And there's gonna be a few people that's on the earth during this time anyway. So there's gonna be a lot of these other nations, people of all these other nations, that's gonna be dying at terrible fates when you talk about the nuclear destruction and the apocalypse that's to come in these last days. So it ain't gonna be a kumbaya for all these nations. I'm just saying that the Most High ain't a dang villain like we making them out to be. That's just one aspect of them. But yes, they're gonna go into captivity, and that'll be a hard pill to swallow. But everything's gonna be okay, and they're gonna be chilling in the end. They're gonna be living in their little shanty towns, but they're gonna be chilling, and they're gonna worship how we worship, and we're all on one accord.
And if they don't, then they're gonna get put to death. That's just how it is. Well, that's how it's gonna be.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, I'm praying the Most High give me some type of power where every time I touch them, they die, and I could just smack them again and get right back up. Like, man, get your ass back first, man.
Right. All right. Now I'm gonna take one of your sons, and I'm gonna put my hand on him. I'm gonna leave him out for 3 days. If you stop, I need that basket of cotton filled, man. Okay.
Right.
Today.
Then they used to have us like in these underground. Then they used to like put us like in these like little boxes, like, and it just had your head out the ground. You just burning up.
Yeah.
And all the other slaves just gotta walk by and look at you and all that.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
man.
They did so many different things like that, man. So many. And there's probably so many untold stories that's probably gonna come out in the next 5 years, man, that we didn't know about when it came to America's pastime. There's gonna be so many.
Yo, I want to be able to like hit him with the whip, bang, open his whole back up, right? Then as soon as he feel it, I just close it and then hit him again, boom, and split his back right back open. You go, man, yo, I'm telling you.
Right. Yeah, man, that's what they did to us, man. That's what they did to us, man. We do everything that they did to us, man. We getting even. We getting even. You getting even, man. We're gonna be doing it righteously, man. We're gonna be doing it righteously. There ain't gonna be no perverse things going on.
Everything gonna be righteous.
Everything gonna be real righteous. They're gonna be real right. Oh, but anyway, give me Ezekiel 47 and go down to verse 9.
Ezekiel 47, verse 9. And it shall come to pass that every living Slakia. And it shall come to pass that everything that liveth, which moveth, whithersoever.
Oh, wait. Go up to. I'm sorry. Salakia. You could. Let me see this. This is the same thing. Verse 6. Let's start at verse 6.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 47, verse 6. And he said unto me, Son of man, hast thou seen this? Then he brought me and caused me to return to the brink of the river. And when I returned, behold, at the bank of the river were many trees on the one side and on the other.
Pause. The trees symbolic of people. Read.
Then said he unto me, these waters issue out toward the east country and go down into the desert and go into the sea, which being brought forth into the sea, the waters shall be healed. And it shall come to pass that everything that liveth, which moveth, whithersoever the rivers shall come, shall live, and there shall be a very great multitude of fish, because these waters shall come thither.
Mm-hmm.
For they shall be healed, and everything shall live.
Right. So before you go, so everything shall live, whether the river cometh. So that's basically talking about us giving the laws, statutes, and commandments out, teaching these other nations of people, man. And after that, they'll be able. It's almost like Genesis. It's almost like giving them okay, you know who the Most High is now. Now be fruitful and multiply, and then they're gonna populate. And then they're gonna have a populous nation, and it's not gonna be just a couple like 50, 100, 200, however many people, right? They're gonna multiply after that. They're gonna be healed now, right? Because they're gonna know the law, statutes, and commandments.
And let me say something. Wanna, and then I'm gonna whoop them some more just for calling me master. Because there's only one master, so I'm gonna whoop them some more just for calling me master.
Oh man, hey, but we can have fun with it too. There ain't nothing wrong with that because they was having fun with us. They was putting us on postcards. They was doing a whole bunch of heinous things. They were sitting on couches made of our hair. All these types of things, man, that was heinous. So it's all right, man. The kid and the joke.
They passed our babies from plantation to plantation as gifts. You know what I'm saying? Nah.
Yeah, man. I mean, when we really go back to that, man, that's gonna muster up some type of spirit in our people, and hopefully, the people that say that everybody can be saved the same way we're gonna receive salvation, kind of sits and thinks about all them little mishaps that happened in America's pastime, man, that they don't want to bring out anymore. All right. Verse 10 and 11.
Book of Ezekiel, chapter 47, verse 10. And it shall come to pass that the fishers shall stand upon it from Engedi. Am I saying that right?
Engedi.
Engedi. From Engedi even unto
Engelam.
Engelaim.
Okay. Come.
Engelaim, they shall be a place to spread forth nets. Their fish shall be according to their kinds, as the fish of the great sea, exceedingly many. It's like,
all right, so pause right there.
If I said it wrong, my apologies.
No, you're good. No, you
said the word wrong.
No, you're good. No, you're good. So the fish according to their kinds, right? So that's the fish. That's the different nations of people. We're the fishermen. We're the Israelites. All right. That's what that's really trying to say. And that's a beautiful thing, man. That's a beautiful thing, right? It's not so bad. It's not all so bad, right? But verse 11.
In verse 11. But the merry places thereof in the marishes, thereof. But the merry places thereof and the marishes thereof shall not be healed. They shall be given to salt.
So they shall not be healed. The miry places.
The miry
murky,
places.
Right? Miry, it don't matter. It's fine. But the miry places in the marshes, marshes, the swamps. It's not. Swamp water isn't good water to drink. There's nothing. There's a lot of things. I mean, there's dead bodies decomposing still probably in the swamp right now. It's a lot of death and disease in them swampy areas. That life can't. There ain't gonna be no fresh fish in no swamp. Okay, and fish can't get born out of a swamp, right? Because there's no life in it to begin with. It's miry. It should be given to salt. Does anything grow when you salt the land? No, it doesn't. It doesn't grow. It will never grow again. That's what it is. And you probably know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Esau. That's the salt. That's the person that's going to be given the salt. That's the miry place. That's the marsh that can't be healed with the other nations of people, with the other fishes that are swimming in cleaner waters. The East Indian man is swimming in a much cleaner water than the so-called white man. And we can go all the way down the list with the different nations of people, but they're swimming in much cleaner waters than the so-called white man is. They may follow in his footsteps, but they don't initiate those policies. And they all do some things. I know China, they banned the Bible and all that type of stuff and all that. But everybody's gonna get it. Everybody's gonna get it. But there's one nation, really two nations of people, Esau and Amalek, that just what you did here is too much. you murky. Your water is very, very murky. Okay. We can't draw fish out of that water. Once we speak, when we try to speak life into this marshy, swampy water, ain't no fish gonna pop out. We gonna try to draw the nets out. You ain't gonna find none. I said the law, statutes, and commandments, but ain't no fish coming out of this thing. It's too murky, man. Your spirit is too dirty. You defy the Most High time and time again. You know, and then what would happen if you got to live in the shanty town after you build up the kingdom? You know, you're probably gonna cause a rebellion after that. You know, you're gonna make a sculpture of Joe Biden, and you're gonna put on your little KKK clothes from all the cotton that you picked, and you're gonna run around the plantation. We all gonna look at you like, man, what's going on with them Edomites, buddy? What do they think this is? You know what I'm saying? Because they just had that spirit of rebellion. You know, that spirit of rebellion, man, time and time again. You can add on. I'm gonna get the next verse. Let me get the next verse real quick. It's in Isaiah 57. But if you get anything you want to add on, you can.
Oh no, Lord, not really. You know, it's just funny how like everything, you know what I mean? They're gonna give due diligence, I should say. Due diligence. You get what you put in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You get what you put in. So everything they gonna get is what they put in. This is what they wanted. Shalak, give me 1 second, Lord.
Come. Yeah, but this is Wonder, you funny, man. No, but this is the reason, man. Look, Isaiah 50, 57, and 20. But the wicked are like the troubled sea, when it cannot rest, whose waters cast up mire and dirt. Whose waters cast up mire and dirt, man. So they can't be saved in that capacity. Can you read Isaiah 57 and 20?
The book of Isaiah, chapter 57, verse 20. But the wicked are like the troubled sea, when it cannot. But the wicked are like the troubled sea, when it cannot rest, whose waters cast up mire and dirt.
Yeah, mire and dirt, mire and dirt, however you want to pronounce it. You know, that's right. They got to reap what they sow, and what they've sown, Sister Kana, is murky, miry water that can't spring forth any fresh fish anymore. Your seed is so corrupted that if you do bring new life into this earth, the new earth, the beginning of the new world order, which is none other than Kwame Yasharala, you know, we got next, you know, our people going back to the promised land, you know, we can't have that type of spirit there, because you're going back, you're going to go back to your BS. You're going to go back to your BS. You're going to go back to that vomit that you came from, you know, and the Most High is not going to take a chance on that. He's not going to take a chance on that, because you've shown and you proved time and time again. You know, you prove time and time again. This is thus saith the Lord, man. So, I mean, this ain't me. You know, this is the Most High. You know, say me, this is the Most High. Get Hebrews 6 and 8. Hebrews 6 and 8.
Hold on. The book of Hebrews, chapter 6, verse 8. But that which beareth thorns and briars is rejected, and is nigh unto cursing, whose end is to be burned.
That's what his end is, man. His end is to be burned, man. He's got thorns and briars, man. What's briars? Let's get what briars is. Hold on. So I don't be knowing everything. Briars. Oh, it's a thorny, prickly stem of a, yeah, it's like a, thorny, prickly stem, right? Thorny, prickly stem, man. And he's rejected. He's rejected. Like we said in Hebrews 16, he has no repentance. He's rejected. He's cut off. His water is murky. The other nations can be salvaged, but he cannot be. You know, it's like a car. You know, it's just, bruh, the engine light. You know, like the alternator is done. You know, the radiator is done. I can't fix it. Like it's like we need to get a new car. You know, we can't fix this one. It's too much. It's too much, man. It went through too much, man. And then we gotta send it to the junkyard, right? That's where you finna go. Yeah, Hebrews 6. Okay, we got Hebrews 6 and 8. Okay, but his end is to be burned. Hold on, let me get something real quick. We're gonna make a meme, but I didn't do it.
You gonna make a meme?
No, I wanted to do a meme. Hold on. This is what happened recently. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. Where? It was that Marine that. It was a Marine that set himself on fire.
The water, sir. Don't slack my fault, Lord. I was saying the water to the sisters. She said we pronounce them briars in the South.
Briars. Oh, you know, you gotta you gotta help me out. Oh, let's see. I don't know if there's a picture of it. Oh, I want to get this so bad. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, man. Yeah, but his end is to be burned, man. We're gonna kindle up a fire and he's gonna be burned, and that's his fate. Is to be burned, as thus saith the Lord.
Yeah, like what movie was that? Terminator 2. Remember when they sent on the nuclear bomb and she was standing on the gate and it's just
yo, that gave me nightmares, bro.
Yeah,
you know that was a so-called sister that came up with that movie.
It was a sister that came up with that.
Oh, you don't know about that?
No,
yeah,
I did not.
Yeah, she came out with the Matrix. The book, I forgot what the book is called, but the book is even better than the movie. But she came out with the Matrix. She came out with the Terminators, man. It was prophetic, man. It was She had visions of it, and she put it down in books. And she went to USC. She went to school for film and all that type of stuff. And they took her stuff. They took her stuff, but she got compensated and everything like that. She does interviews too, still to this day. I forgot what her name is though. I can look it up, but it's kind of beside me. Yeah, no, but I was just gonna show a picture of this Edomite lighting himself on fire. There you go. Here we go. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So this is what it is right here. Let me stop my screen. Present it again. Yeah, man. So it's not a clear picture, but this is it, man. It's like, let's read that verse again, man. So Hebrews 6 and 8, man.
Book of Hebrews chapter.
Yeah,
chapter
go ahead. Go
6, verse 8. With that which bear thorns and briars is rejected, and is nigh unto cursing, whose end is to be burned.
Whose end's gonna be burned, man. He already doing it. Man. He tired of the injustice of his people, man. He's just all right. I know what I got to do. I'm gonna set myself on fire, man. And that's prophetic, man. That's prophetic, man, because all of this stuff's gonna go down in flames, man. You know, this is just a foreshadowing of what's gonna happen to this nation. You know, very symbolic, man. It's very symbolic.
All praise.
But that's what it is, man. He's gonna be a man on fire. Man on fire. That's gonna be Esau, man. And we're gonna get some more of that. I'm gonna leave this picture up too while he cook. We're gonna let him cook for a little bit. We gonna let him cook for a little bit. Give me Numbers 24 and 20.
Numbers 24 and 20.
God. We'll let him cook for a little bit, man. It smells like pork up in here, though. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Numbers 24 and 20.
We talking digits. Book of Numbers, chapter 24, verse 20. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. And he looked.
I think that was it though. And he perished forever. Come on. You don't perish forever. Hold on, Salakia. But that's Amalek. That's Amalek too. So he's gonna perish forever. It's another nation that's gonna not make it, whose water is too murky. He can't be healed, can't be saved, only for slavery. Esau can't be healed, water's too murky, only for slavery. Okay, that's it. That's the rules, man. Everybody else, consider yourself lucky.
You know what?
Because this is their fate. This is their fate. That's what the Most High got in store for them, and you can't change that. You know, are people going to be trying to run and put water on him to put it out? But you ain't going to be able to put that out. And I don't want to stand by him because I'm going to get caught on fire. You know? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Hold on. Let me go back to my notes real quick.
All right. In the chat, the sister said, the sister name is Sophia Stewart. Who wrote the books that you was talking about, Lord?
Oh, Sophia Stewart. There we go. Yeah, there we go. I thought it was something Scott. But I've been known about that though. I've been known about that for a long, long time now, since I was like 21. But she wrote, because that was my favorite movies, is The Terminator and The Matrix. Yeah, God. So I knew about that for a little bit, but that was prophetic, man. These devils don't come out with nothing, man. They either take from scriptures or they take from our mind. That's it. They take from the scriptures or they take from our mind. That's the only way they can do it, and they own it, right? We created, but since they're in rulership in this kingdom, they take it from us, man, and they own it, and they claim that it's their invention. You know, so that way, if a sister did say that she came out with those movies, you know, then people will look at her like, you people always want everything. It's like, no, y'all people always lie about stuff, you know, which causes y'all to think that we trying to make everybody in this book black. No, they were. And when y'all had your little renaissance, y'all went and whitewashed everything.
Yeah. Well, they gotta understand, we're not trying to make everybody in the book black, just the people that are. Like, Amalek not a man, you know what I'm saying? Amalek, he ain't got no, you know what I'm saying? He don't look like me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, I want to do one more.
And speaking of Amalek, I just wanted to say they had the audacity to try to pretend to be us. Oh yeah. Y'all definitely gonna get beat. Gonna try to pretend to be me? What? Oh my goodness.
Right, and then I'll get this. I don't know if you got the Apocrypha or not.
Oh, I saw that. I do have one, Lord. Hold on.
I mean, you don't got a front. I'm gonna stop sharing. I'll share it, and you can read.
I got it right here.
Oh, you got it right there. Give me Ecclesiasticus 21:9.
Book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 21, verse 9. The congregation of the wicked is like tow wrapped together, and the end of them is a flame of fire to destroy them.
Come. Yeah, that's it on that. The end of them is a flame of fire to destroy them, man. And that was just a little foreshadowing of what's to happen, man. He put the flame of fire on himself and did that, you know. And why people been doing that for a minute? They've been putting themselves on, even for the the circus acts and all that type of stuff. They've been setting themselves on fire for quite a long time. You know, the evil Knievels of the world and all them types of things. You right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, that's some wild stuff. That's some wild stuff, man. Give me Obadiah 1:18.
Hold on.
We're gonna skip around. Yeah. The water for that though. You said I was on a talk show with her on Napa's channel. Oh, okay, cool. That's what's up. Yeah, she wrote the books and all the sequels, and they were stolen from her, turned into movies. She never has to work again, but she fought for years. Right. I'm glad that she got confiscated because that was beautiful work. That was absolutely beautiful work. But go ahead, King. What you got?
This book of Obadiah, verse 18. In the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and in the house of Joseph a flame, in the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it.
Yeah, so that's thus saith the Lord, man. We're gonna be like a fire that's gonna consume him, man. You know, and like we just read, man, a flame is gonna destroy them. Flame is gonna completely destroy them. All right, but we'll get that too. Well, let me go. I'm bouncing around a little bit. Let me see what else we got. Give me Psalms 9 and 5. Psalms 9 and 5.
The book of Psalms, chapter 9, verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
Thou hast rebuked the heathen, thou hast destroyed the wicked, thou hast put out their name forever and ever.
Right. So he put up, and it's funny because he has heathen there, but I mean King David's talking about destroying it. I mean rebuking the heathen, but then destroying the wicked too. You know, that's like this for me, from my understanding, that's like two different nations. That's the heathen is everybody but Esau and Amalek, and the wicked is Esau and Amalek. You know, putting out their name forever and ever. And let's get that too. It's in two places. Exodus 17 and 14.
The book of Exodus, chapter 17, verse 14. And the Lord said unto Moses, write this for a memorial in a book and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua. For I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. And Moses built an altar and called the name of it Jehovah.
But that's it on that though. He's gonna destroy his name.
Jehovah Nissi.
Okay. But that's it on that though, man. He's gonna destroy. We're not even gonna remember him. He's gonna wipe his name out of remembrance, right? Wipe his name out of remembrance.
Oh,
let's get Job 20. No, you good.
You said Joel?
Yeah, you good.
Job or Joel?
Job 20 and 7. We'll start there.
Job chapter 20. Yet he shall perish forever, like his own dung.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going.
Yeah, no, come on. Read down to 7, and then stop at 8. Hold on. I don't know if you're cutting in and out. Yeah, you're cutting in and out.
Him shall say,
in and out.
You hear me, Lord? You hear me now?
Oh no, okay. Can you read that again? Yeah, you were cutting in and out. Yeah, so
No, no.
verse 7. Yeah.
It's the book of Job, chapter 20, verse 7. Yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night.
Right. So we're not even gonna remember him, man. Like he's like the scriptures that said it in Exodus. You know, he's gonna be. We're not even gonna remember him. We're gonna wake up like, hey, remember that dude with the red hair, man, that was picking that cotton. I just had a weird man. I don't know what you talking about, man. I don't know what you talking about. Man, come on, man. Let's walk over my crib, man, and fellowship. All right, cool. My bad. I don't even remember what I don't even know why I said that. It's gonna be like that. We're not even gonna remember these people at all. Read verse 9.
It's a lot, bro.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, we almost out of here.
No, I'm back.
Yeah, just read verse 9, and then we'll close it out.
Hello?
Job chapter 20. Yeah. Job chapter 20 and verse 9.
Verse 9. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him.
Right. So we're not gonna even remember this dude. We're not gonna remember his dude. He's gonna be a figment of our imagination. When you wake up, you know, you'll be like, remember, honey, I don't know who Esau is. Yeah. Oh, dang, I must be tripping. I'm going back to bed. That's all right. Right? It'll be nothing, man. We don't even remember this fool. Right? But why, man? Why? Read 11. Read 11, man. Verse 11.
His bones are full of the sin of his youth.
Yeah, because his bones are full of the sin of his youth when he's too dirty. Like I'm saying, like, you know, the miry water, right? Those murky waters, you know, because his bones is full of the sin of his youth from his existence. He can't bring forth good fruit anymore. He can't bring forth fresh fish because he polluted the water. His water. We're made up of 75% water. So all the deeds that the nation of Idumea has done to their body, all the deeds that they've done, what it's done to the water in their body, it's made it so polluted that ain't nothing good could come from it. That's why he's only saved for slavery and he's got to go. That's why. You know, everybody else is going to be all right. They're not going to be on the same level as you, though. But they're going to be all right eventually. So relax, man, when we out there teaching the laws, statutes, and commandments and saying things like the nation's going to go into change because it's only right. But the change will come off. And ain't going to be no mental slavery neither. Ain't going to be none of them tricks that y'all pull on us here. Talking about, okay, you're free. Psych, Jim Crow. You can't go in here just here. You know? And all these different little policies, all these different little things that y'all do, man. We ain't gonna do that, man. We only gonna ask for tribute. You know, you bring tribute. That's it. And you worship on the high holy days, man. That's it. Know your place. That's it. But that's it. That's it on that, man. That was the class for tonight. You know, the water for everybody for joining. The water brother for reading. You know, hopefully, you know, you learn something. Hopefully, you learn something new. I know, especially with Revelations 22. I kind of came across that and started, you know, going in and stuff. So I thought that was kind of cool to bring out to the people. You know, and it's good, man. I mean, you have explanations, you know, out in the world when people go to defend Esau. You could bring up Hebrews 12 and 16. You could bring up the 1 Corinthians 10 and 20. You know, you could bring up Isaiah, the 57th chapter, Ezekiel, the 47th chapter, and you can go in and tell them why it is how it's going to be. And if they got the spirit to hear and have an ear for understanding, you know, they're gonna agree with you. But it's not me, it's not the brother, it's thus saith the Lord. You know. Let me go back to the chat. Yo, Shalawam, everybody. We'll be back too next week. You understand me? We'll be back next week too. Try to get you another card.
While you I'm gonna bring out a script real quick. Joe, you know what I mean?
Go ahead.
I mean, just go with the lessons what we was talking about today. And it's in the book of Joel, the 3rd chapter. I'm gonna start from verse 5. Well, you know, really the whole 3rd chapter is a really good chapter, and it break down, you know, what you know what I mean, what we gonna be doing to them. But you know, I'm gonna start from verse 5. Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things.
Right.
You know, as we all know, the goodly pleasant things of the Most High is us. You know what I mean? That's us. You know what I mean? The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem. That's the 2 kingdoms they talking about. They're not talking about just Judah, just the tribe. When you talking about Judah, he's talking about the whole southern kingdom. And when they talk about Jerusalem, they're talking about the northern kingdom. You know what I mean? Right. So if anyone was not understanding why they would say that. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. So that's the Most High letting them know, like, yeah. Not only but that's for all nations, you know, especially them Hamites. I mean, they had a part in it too. I mean, they sold this, the Hamites and the Palestinians. You know what I mean, they sold us into slavery. You know what I mean, they sold us to these European devils. You know what I mean?
Con.
So
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that's
not clean. You know right. I mean? Y'all hands not clean. Y'all might, after, you know what I mean, the slavery period, y'all gonna be setting your own land again. But y'all gonna get it too.
Right. Hey man, it is what it is. I mean, you know, when you get in trouble for something, you pay the consequence. You know, it's what it is. It's not about being, you know, it's not about the name calling and about being, you know, an extremist or nothing like that. It ain't nothing. Y'all was being extreme. What does Sister Wanna say? What does she say again? Oh no, it's Beverly. Yeah, Federal Baby said elegant. That's extreme. But we talking about, we just trying to get even. You just trying to get even, man, and make things right, man, and get things back balanced the way it is. Let's see here. What you got? What she holding? She was holding something. Wait, Joe 3. Oh, okay. Yeah, man. Con. And on to the Grecians. I mean, sold on to the Grecians. I mean, you know, the Book of Maccabees, man, that was a little Mediterranean little slave trade going on in that during that time too, man. There was many slave trades. You know, it says, and I was about to get that too in Maccabees. With Nicanor, right? And how the Grecians hated us, man. They hated us. You know. And if the women circumcised the children, how they would get put to death, and all types of different things that they were doing to us, man. As far as when you talk about Rome and Israel during the time of the Maccabees, the Hasmonean dynasty, in that time period. Right? Maybe I can expound on that and maybe do something more on that. We'll see where the Spirit leads us for the next Wednesday class. Hopefully everybody enjoyed. I don't want to, keep y'all, so y'all can, have a good time with your friends, your family, unwind, relax from the plantation, man. And, gear up, man. Gear up and get ready to do it all over again tomorrow. But we all love you, man. We got love for you. The water for your participation. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share the video, and we'll see you back here next Wednesday. Shalawam.
Shalawam.